Jai Hind viewers, it's my honor today to welcome Stefan Bogdanovic to the Candid conversation on global strategic and defense news. Stefan is an expert on foreign policy of various nations worldwide with specialization on Italy. He is based in Belgrade, Serbia. Welcome, Stefan. I would begin by the first question. What has been Italy's foreign policy since World War II?
For Italy, and Italian foreign policy after World War II has always been concentrated toward the Italians in the West. It is important to remember that Italy itself is one of the founders of the European Union. Most of the political moves made by the Italy over the past 50 years have been always been shared with other European Union states such as Germany and French. It must also be remembered that the biggest financiers and those who contributed to the reconstruction after World War II of the Europe were the United States. To maintain their political sphere in Europe, the United States, in addition to various founding, there are several military bases, and Italy is the state with the larger number of the United States military bases in Europe, about a dozen between NATO and other US bases. And this is the concentrated part of the last 50 years foreign policy of Italy.
Thank you so much. It was very informative. Do you visualize any changes in Italy's foreign policy under its first woman Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni?
Giorgia is Giorgia Meloni.
Okay.
For now, it is early to say any kind of change. During her political campaign, Giorgia Meloni proposed various change, mostly on the economic and financial field. Italy, like many states in the world, is still recovering from COVID pandemic, and Italy's post-pandemic economy is struggling to recover. For now, I think the Meloni government will focus on the energy crisis, and in my opinion, there will be strong ties with the commodity-rich states like Algeria, Tunis, but also the Central African and Middle Eastern states. For now.
Okay. Why is Giorgia Meloni perceived as a right-wing politician?
It should be pointed on that in recent years, many right-wing parties have had a majority in several European states. The right wing in Sweden has not made much of steering the world. In Hungary, Orban's right-wing party has been in power for years. However, we had not yet seen for now a return to the right side in the political, as in Italy after the World War II. And this is what the worries the European community. Giorgia Meloni's party is based, like other right party, on the nationalism and populism, by putting the Italians people at the first point.
Okay. What are the reasons of Brothers of Italy rising to power in just less than 10 years of being founded in December 2012?
Giorgia Meloni's party called Brothers of Italy has boomed in the popularity in the recent years, as much of the other party has left a hole in the political atmosphere in Italy. And simply Giorgia Meloni has been able to take advantage of this gap and bring together even young people who had stopped believed in the country political in the last period and the last year. And Giorgia Meloni found this problem and put their campaign, and people simply believed in her.
And finally, my question to you, Stefan, is what were the highlights of Giorgia Meloni's maiden speech on 25th October to the Chamber of Deputies, also called as the lower house of the Italian Parliament?
In the first speech, Giorgia Meloni immediately moved away from the autarchic and fascist regime. specifying the people choose her, and she will work for them, for the Italian people and the Italy first. During the speech, the first female prime minister in Italy outlined the guidelines of the executive's reference Italian's firm adhesion to the European Union and NATO. Meloni stressed the need for new infrastructures from the north to south of the country, of the Italy, and especially the islands, but also the stretched the gas fields in the sea around the Italy, because the sea around the Italy is very rich with natural gas. And the country, the natural gas. And she also explained in her speech that Italy have to go back to having true industry policy, focusing on excellence such as the fashion and the tourism, because for her, this is the highest point, the top point for the Italian new economy.
Thank you so much, Stefan. It's been very informative listening to you. I'm sure the viewers would have also enjoyed immensely your views. Thank you once again.
You're welcome.